Hello guys and welcome back to KARENHUB, the home of the best Karen freakout videos on the internet. In today's video, we have some more insane freakouts for y'all that you're not gonna want to miss out on. But before we jump straight into today's episode, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn the notification bell on so that you never miss an upload.
Of all the noisy parties.
It's Saturday night, ma'am. What time is it? It's barely 9 o'clock.
It is 9 o'clock.
But what's going on?
It's noisy.
I know.
Whenever you're considering to throw a party, there's a very important checklist that you need to keep in mind. You have to make sure that you have enough food and drinks for all your guests, that you have a nice set of speakers to play the music, and most importantly, you absolutely need to ask for your local Karen's permission, as well as for a schedule that she will give you specifying when you can throw the party and when it is not allowed. If you don't do that, something like this might happen.
Of all the noisy parties.
It's Saturday night, ma'am. What time is it? It's barely 9 o'clock.
It is 9 o'clock.
But what's going on?
It's noisy.
I know. This is why we buy houses, so we could do what we want.
So that you can do what you want.
If you're right behind us?
We are 4 houses away, and you're so loud.
Okay, what's your address since you came over here? Can I know your address?
No.
But what are you doing? I don't think nobody. Our neighbors over here are not even complaining. You're 3 houses away.
You got too many people.
How do you know how many people we have?
There's cars everywhere.
So what?
Okay.
What's your name?
I've lived in this neighborhood.
What's your name?
My name is Chris.
Chris? Okay, back up, Chris.
Okay.
No.
No, I said hello.
No, that's not how you
Excuse
came at us. Well, you're in my sister's house, like literally. You could call the cops if you want. There's nothing bad going on. This even before curfew.
Please don't do
It's
that.
even before curfew. Like, I don't know why you're.
There's no curfew.
What? It's 9 o'clock. It's early on a Saturday, ma'am. You could stay here and talk to my sister if you want.
I'll come over tomorrow morning in the day.
Yes, because how you did it right now was.
The woman that's filming this video doesn't really understand why Karen is being so intense about the party if she lives 4 houses away, and all the other neighbors that live closer to her than Karen have not complained at all. The thing is that none of those neighbors care about complaining, but for this Karen, complaining and making drama constitutes her life's mission. So even if she lived 10 houses away, you can be more than sure that Karen would still show up and complain about the party.
Okay, this is the line. Okay, get in the line. I'm in line. No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
We're gonna find out in a minute.
We're gonna find out?
Yeah,
Let's find out.
let's go. Let's do it.
Alright. Better not hit my car though.
Most of the Karens and Kevins out there seem to have one thing in common. None of them are able to understand some of the most basic concepts necessary for a peaceful coexistence in society, like waiting in line for your turn, for example. This might be very clear and self-explanatory for you and me, but for the Kevin in this video, it is an extremely complicated concept to grasp, almost too difficult for him to wrap his head around it. And so, he ends up cutting in line.
No, I'm going to take a left at 53. No, I'm taking left at 53.
Okay, this is the line.
Okay.
Get in the line.
I'm in line.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
We're gonna find out in a minute.
We're gonna find out?
Yeah,
Let's find out.
let's go. Let's do it.
Alright. Better not hit my car though. Because I'm in the left lane and you're not yet.
It starts here. It's called construction.
Okay, but I'm in the left lane and you're
No,
not
you're
yet.
not. No, you're not.
Yeah, I think I am. If you look at it, I actually am.
If you look at it, you gotta get in the right lane, like this lane.
Okay, well tell us to that truck, tell us to that Equinox. So it looks like they're in the left lane to me.
You gotta merge. You know what that is?
I've already
No,
merged.
because you're Ralph McFinn's boy and you think you know everything.
Yeah?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You'll see what happens here in a minute.
Okay, you better not hit my car. I hope you got insurance if you hit my car.
I got plenty of insurance. You're in the wrong, bud.
Well, I got plenty of insurance here. I'm already in the running lane.
You ain't got no money. You got that.
It's really interesting to see that both men in the video are 100% sure that they're in the line, even though one of them is clearly not. So maybe one thing that could help clear this up is to specify that in order to get in line properly, you are supposed to go all the way to the back of the line. You can't just cut in the middle of the line and expect everything to be okay. Maybe then Kevin will finally understand this difficult concept. Bother to investigate. In this video, one man sees another trying to buy dog food at the supermarket and jumps to the conclusion that he's stealing it, while the man that's being accused gets really angry and agitated and jumps to the conclusion that the first guy is accusing him because he is a rookie at his job.
Listen to me. You gotta back home right now. Here's the thing. I got a problem. I got a problem with law enforcement to be a police officer.
We don't often get to witness this kind of scenario in our videos, but this time, the police officer is the only one that is actively trying to understand both sides of the situation, trying to calm down the man and also trying to get him to show his receipt so that the truth can come out and they can all see.
We can do whatever. I'm playing. I'll bring it up right now.
You guys all trying to go?
No, we don't.
Ain't no look.
And persistence will get you pretty much anything you want. The Karen in this airplane, for example, was determined to cause the most discomfort and stress possible to all the passengers on board. So she started being loud and randomly arguing until every single person on the plane had to deboard it. So that is one more win for Karen.
Check the bag for free. Check the bag for free. Let's go. I'm gonna do it. I don't need nobody to tell me nothing. Like, why would they say something to me? Like, don't say nothing to me.
We're wasting our time.
I don't care.
Get off the flight.
But you might say that.
All the way Miami Freeway.
All right, thank you. But you need to shut up. Well, I'm telling you. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I'm trying, but I don't know what think I am. Like, I will bump with everybody. I don't give a fuck. Kick me out. I'm gonna drag up in the back. No, but they need to stop talking to me like this. Like I'm some kind of mom. I slap everybody. Fuck, and I'm ready to fight with any and everybody. The fuck? Ain't nobody trying me yet. I ain't he hot and all this. Everybody talking out, yelling out, trying to yell out there. Everybody like, come on, I'm not worried about nobody. I'm not worried about, okay, baby, and I'm not worried about nobody. Okay, good. I'm not either. And neither am I. I don't care. It could have been before. Okay. She's talking about this too. Okay, I could have paid for I want the meet and greet right now. Say when we got the time to do whatever. We can do whatever. On the plane, I'll bring it up right now.
You guys all trying to go?
No, we don't.
Ain't no look.
She's having a problem.
No.
You're the
They study saying stuff to me. You not gonna sit down and let everybody say I'm not with them, they not with me. You not gonna let me talk to you crazy. They say yeah, and all this man, she wanna sit up like this ain't that. They got the wrong bitch. The wrong bitch. I'm trying to make sure we get all. Cause I swear to God on my mama, I set this plane up and bitches be getting dragged through this hole. I'm trying to relax. Because we go, I told her we can do what we want to do in Miami. I'm talking about when we get to Miami, baby. There's a matrix in your flight. Sure, we can touch down. What? We gonna dead now. Not even go. Please and tell them how to get started down. I'm not going over. If I go, they go. Well, we can all get out this motherfucker right now. Starve you, then I'm starve them. Okay. No, I'm not. We need to do 50 aircraft. she's still in my face. I'm not leaving. No, that's not how that goes. No, they were starting with me. Ma'am, you need to leave the aircraft right now. Because ain't nobody. Just keep moving. If you do it, I will. Okay, stop talking to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, plenty everyone, gather all your belongings and remain in further.
Get off so everybody anyway, like I was anyway, like I was saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
This one?
Yeah. No, it's still the same man, broke ass business. Yeah.
Okay.
They study saying something to me like they study.
Ladies and gentlemen, for a review on guide.
If you think about it, maybe what happened wasn't the only possible scenario where Karen would have gotten what she wanted. Maybe she would have also enjoyed it if some other passenger on the plane got sick of her voice and started telling her to shut up. So then both of them could get into a screaming match where everyone else on the plane had to be the captive audience. If you see it like that, I guess there are many ways that this clever and loud Karen could have won.
If you unload right there, I'll settle with $385. I'll give you $400.
I'm not settling.
Okay, then we'll wait for the cops.
Yes, ma'am.
They'll be here to redo it. It's fine.
Also, your name is not on the contract, by the way.
Let me ask you a very simple question. When you see that a product or service has a price that's slightly higher than what you expected it to be, what do you do? Do you take the hit and pay for it anyway, or do you just leave and look for that same product or service elsewhere with a better price? Well, that was a trick question, because both answers are wrong. You don't do any of that. You go straight to calling the police, just like this Karen.
He's not talking to me. He wants to move up with my nephew. I'm trying to understand the things. My nephew's already angry, and I just need to hear him. I know he said 105, but the email said 110 an hour, right? So 3.5 hours is $385. Okay, now 440.
Every half hour is counted as a whole hour.
If you unload right there, I'll settle with $385. I'll give you $400.
I'm not settling.
Okay, then we'll wait for the cops.
Yes, ma'am.
They'll be here to redo it. It's fine.
Also, your name is not on the contract, by the way. I'm not dealing any business with you.
You don't have a contract.
I don't do any business with you.
You don't have a contract.
Okay.
Am I right?
You're wrong.
Oh, let me see the contract that you signed on. If it states what you're
I'm recording right now. I can't, but he has it in his email. He approved it.
You have a written one
Yes.
from an email. You don't have one from today.
Yes.
So that's not a contract.
Okay.
Let me see what you have. You didn't email him. You texted him.
It was an email. His email address, I believe, is I love something at Gmail.
Hi, my name is. So first of all, my nephew hired him. I was going to pay for him. We communicated through text. They said one price. They're telling a different price. I got here. I'm like, hey, what is it? Because if you say one thing, fine, whatever. He says there's an email. I asked him to wait for the phone to charge for a few minutes so I can get to the email and verify it. He put everything back on the truck and said he's leaving. You're not leaving with this stuff. We're moving in.
Okay.
Everything was here waiting for me to pay. I understand they had to wait a few minutes for me. I don't have a problem with that. However, he's telling me it's 110 an hour. So the text says 105 an hour for 3 minutes. So I questioned that. You've got two guys. He said, well, he didn't pay a deposit.
Okay, so I was hired to do the moving job. I gave him a quote via email through the app that we use for moving. It was 110 an hour, no extra fees. And by the time we were done, it would come up to 5 hours until this situation happened. Now they just want me to unload and put it in the street. It comes out to 3 hours. So they're debating about the half hour. They want to settle at just paying for a half hour. So I don't want to settle. If you go for a half hour, we charge that as a whole hour. I don't care. How you doing? You can get mad, but you know, that's what it is.
Okay.
And his name is in the contract.
At the end of the video, when the police officer is talking to the employee, the situation is finally cleared up. It turns out that the service Karen is paying for charges by the hour, and Karen is not willing to pay for one whole extra hour when she only needs 30 minutes. Karen, even then you might be overpaying. Do you actually need 30 whole extra minutes? Are you sure it's not only 28 minutes and 45 seconds? You might be paying for a whole minute and 15 seconds you don't really need. Thanks for making it to the end of the video, guys. Leave a comment down below how you would react to these crazy Karens in real life. And of course, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.